In my mind, it was going to be simple, catch a fish. But that's not how it happened at all. I tried again and again, coin after coin going into that machine. I then had to scramble to find a worker. All of those turtles, I couldn't do it. Is this how it feels to have kids? We have a cat. We were getting close, too close.
Connor,
I was running out of coins.
I'm trying to get my freak on.
I showed him down the scope of a 50 caliber sniper rifle. I didn't know what to do. The only other option was to take him back to the crane machine.
Okay, start from the beginning.
A while back, I posted a short about all of these crazy crane machines that I saw at this arcade in China. Cold drinks and ice cream. And I was surprised to see how many of those crane machines had live animals in them. There were live tiny turtles. And I really wanted to try them out, but I couldn't afford it if I was going to stick to the rules of this challenge that I was doing.
What challenge were you doing?
A penny challenge. In fact, I'm still doing it.
What is it exactly?
I'm challenging myself to spend 1 penny for every subscriber that I have while living in China. That means that whatever my subscriber count is becomes the new budget for my next video.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea.
Thank you. So with that context in mind, in the short, I had mentioned that I didn't have enough pennies. So if you want to see me catch a fish from a claw machine, you know what to do.
I like turtles.
Now with enough pennies and keeping my promise, I went back to that same arcade to try to catch a fish. In my mind, it was going to be simple. Go in there, catch the fish, make a YouTube short out of it, bada bing, bada boom, done. But that's not how it happened at all. Let's just say it was an emotional roller coaster of an arcade experience.
Walk us through what happened.
Okay. I showed up at Tom's World absolutely ready to dominate at the fish catching crane machine. Accounting for transportation to and from the arcade, it left me with a budget of $5 for the crane machine. So I paid 35 kwai and I got my coins.
That all? Oh my God!
And then I immediately saw this group who managed to get a good haul. So I was feeling pretty confident that I could do the same. It was time to sit down and lock in. The crane machine took 3 coins per play, so I had plenty of tries to get a good cast. On my first cast, I had no luck. Second try, still nothing. These fish were smarter than I thought. You know the saying that goldfish have an attention span of 9 seconds?
No.
Oh, well, anyway, it turns out that the attention span of a goldfish is actually better than that of a human's. Crazy, right? So us humans, we're actually actively nerfing ourselves with all this social media and everything. So it's kind of like goldfish are actually the more superior species.
Okay, so we just Googled it, and it turns out that the whole goldfish attention span thing is just a myth.
What?
Yeah, we Googled it, and there's no scientific evidence to prove that. It says that nothing is conclusive.
Oh. Like my attempts to catch a fish. Those suckers were evasive. It's like they knew what I was trying to do. Or maybe I was destined to use my coins on something else. I implemented different strategies with every attempt, but to no avail. I tried again and again, coin after coin going into that machine. Each failed attempt became more and more frustrating. I was running out of coins, but I had to catch one. I remember the pressure I was feeling. I had people watching me. You see, there's this principle in psychology called loss aversion, where the pain of losing feels significantly stronger than the joy of winning.
You like it? No.
So losing $5 has much more emotional impact than winning $5 would. It's the reason so many people spiral into losing thousands of dollars in gambling. It's the reason I keep clicking play again in Rocket League after my 10th straight loss. Because after every L we take, we say, I can't end on a loss. And that's how I ended up here. My very last coin. My very last attempt. It was now or never. The moment of truth. I couldn't do it. I thought I could, but I failed. I was devastated. And just like that, I thought I was done. But then I checked my phone, and I saw that I actually had 15 more coins in my budget. Apparently, when I had scanned my QR code, I got a deal to get 50 coins for only 35 kwai. I didn't know it then, but this was going to change the entire course of my day. This was going to change everything. But I wasn't about to fall back into that trap of endless failed attempts on one machine. No. Instead, I thought I would try my luck with all the other crane machine games. Rigged or not, I was going to give it a shot. And at that moment, I remembered the turtles. I wanted to try the turtle crane machine, just for the plot, just to see what would happen. Holy crap, I caught it!
So you caught a turtle just like that?
First try. I then realized that I had to get a worker to come open the case. I had no idea what was going to happen next. I had a turtle now. I was ecstatic. I had successfully beaten the crane machine. But as I stood there and stared at that tiny creature in my hands, I realized that I hadn't just beaten the crane machine, I had just become a caretaker. That excitement of winning shortly faded and turned into the crushing weight of responsibility. What now? I didn't know what to do. What do I do? Is this how it feels to have kids? Like, it's something that you really, really wanted, and now that it's here, you're not sure how to deal with the challenge? That's kind of how I felt. I don't know if it's the same thing. Probably, definitely not. What do you mean I have to care for another living creature? I can barely do that for myself.
So what did you do?
I texted my wife about it. We didn't have the means to take care of him. I Googled how to take care of a turtle.
Oh my gosh, bro. Seriously?
I had the thought, Connor, you could just have the worker put him back in the crane machine, no big deal. No. In fact, big deal. I couldn't do that. Because immediately after I was handed this little turtle, the worker began to collect all of the turtles that had just died in that crane machine. I mean, he was so nonchalant about it too, just tossing them into a paper cup without a second thought. I very well couldn't put him back in that crane machine. On top of that, she reminded me that we have a cat, that I'm already responsible for another living creature.
Oh.
Not only that, he has literally gotten into every inch of our apartment. So there would be no safe place for this turtle in our home. And that just sealed the deal. I knew rationally and in my heart that I couldn't keep him. I couldn't bring a turtle home. A true dilemma. It'd been a while since I'd been between a rock and a hard place, but I didn't have to make my decision there and then. I needed a distraction from it all. Thankfully, I still had 12 coins left to mull things over. I figured I would try out some of the more fun crane machines. I played this ping pong one and got some tickets, first try. That felt good. I also tried the ice cream one.
No freaking way, bro. What?
First try again.
Oh, yeah.
That felt great.
Give it to me. Whoa, hey. Wait. Bring it back. Wait. It didn't drop it. Oh wait, I have to get somebody.
The only problem was, I then had to scramble to find a worker to open it before some kid came by and tried playing it and ruined everything.
谢谢。
I then added it to my pile of goodies. You know, the ice cream actually tasted pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
It had little chocolate beans inside and pieces of pineapple. But no matter how much fun I was having, I was still thinking about those poor turtles. I knew realistically I couldn't do anything to save all of those turtles, but I could do something for the turtle that I had already had, even though I wasn't going to keep him. I figured that little guy should see around the arcade. I thought I would show this turtle some things he'd never seen before and likely would never see again. I took him all around the arcade looking at the lights and fun games. I showed him The Walking Dead. I showed him his ancestors. I showed him how the drivers are here. I showed him down the scope of a 50 caliber sniper rifle. I even showed him real gold bars.
Real gold bars?
Yes. Well, no, but it was his first time ever seeing them, so just let him believe that they're real, okay? I knew in my heart that he was thankful for the things that I was doing for him. And before I knew it, we were getting close. Too close. Then I remembered that I had food. I tried to feed him, but he just stared at me. He was such a silly guy. Or girl. I don't know how to tell when they're that little.
Did you name it?
No. I wasn't going to name it because I wasn't going to keep it. I couldn't. I couldn't get too attached to this little turtle that I was going to let go of eventually. Anyway, I spent the rest of my coins on the coin pusher machine, and I got some tickets. My little turtle was proud of me, and with nothing left to do, I needed to see if I could find it a new home. I asked around the arcade, but nobody wanted to take it.
你要吗？你要吗？
It was a lot harder to pawn off this turtle than I thought. After asking almost everyone in the arcade, I was running out of options, and it was late, so I needed to head back home. At this point, I was out of options, and it was looking like the only other option was to take him back to the crane machine. But then, I made a huge discovery. Just outside of Tom's world, there was this little area that had goldfish and other little turtles swimming around freely. When I saw it, I knew that this was the best option. That was going to be his new refuge. It wasn't an atrium, but it was surely better than the alternative.
Connor, bring me in close so I can address you properly. Connor, you have saved me from a terrible fate and shown me how bright and colorful the real world is. And for that, I have thank you. I have seen so much because of you. I've learned of my ancestors and how to take out a target from over 1,000 meters. And most of all, thank you for showing me real gold. You've shown great care for me. And now you have found a new place for me to reside. I'll never forget this day. Now, take me to be with the others. I'm ready to start my next adventure.
So I took the turtle and I gave it to the lady and set him free.
你好 Can I put this turtle in there? 不要，你可以吗？
你不要是吧？
对你不要。
好，你要给我是吧？
Maybe I will find a
好，
mate.
谢谢，我放里面。
好好好，谢谢
Shelia,
你。
I'm trying to get my freak on. I wonder if there are any baddies over here. What's up, lady?
Oh, hey.
谢谢。
客气，我谢谢你。
After saying goodbye to my little turtle, you could say I was feeling some mixed emotions.
你好，上期摇旗。
In the car, the vibe was solemn. I had a chance to reflect a little on my visit to the arcade that evening. I went in expecting the thrill of catching a fish in a rather unorthodox manner, but I ended up in a spiral of chasing my losses until a final failure. But just when I thought the adventure was over, I was surprised with the free surplus of coins. Those additional coins changed the course of that entire arcade adventure. Unlike the fish crane machine, I won every other one on my first try. Did those wins bring back my losses? No. But they provided me with a sense of thrill and excitement that I hadn't felt since I was a little tight, pumping quarters from my mom's purse into the crane machine at Denny's while we waited for our table. But winning a stuffed animal is one thing. Winning a live animal comes with a whole set of different feelings. When I got home, seeing Scrump was exactly what I needed to get my mind off of things. That was until I was cleaning out my pockets and pulled this out. Don't worry, Connor. Time will heal. Earlier I talked about loss aversion, the idea that loss can outweigh even the greatest win. It's funny though. I never thought that my greatest win would end up being a loss itself. Okay, that's it. We can stop the recordings. If you like this video, give it a like so I can know my content doesn't suck. And
Shelia.
if you're new here, consider subscribing to add a penny to my next video's budget. It would mean the world to me. We're trying to get to Shanghai Disneyland. No, I like it. I like it and I want it.
Just there's too many words.
I like it and I want it.
Way too many words.
Please! But I wasn't about to fall back into that tramp of endless...
He's a tramp.
Yeah, I said tramp.
Yeah, we Googled it, and there's no scientific evidence to prove that. Say what?